myself. Besides, torturing a prisoner is an entertainment. I don't need an audience.
But surely I could be of some assistance, Commander.
Go, now! Unless you would prefer to be carried out.
Right! As you wish, ma'am.
Listen. I know you're probably going to think I'm crazy, but I have to give you fair warning. I'm a shinobi. You want to be careful with me.
Thank you both so much for saving my daughter.
I saw what you keep in the basement. You were all planning to murder us in our sleep, weren't you? And then feast on our bodies.
Can you please forgive us?
That's a stupid request! Why would I do that?
Because we were desperate, we had no choice. Believe me, if we didn't do this, none of us would have survived. Kokonono village was originally a small farming community. We made our living growing wheat and selling it at open markets. However, when Gustav became our lord, the first thing he did was issue a beautification decree. The end result was, we had to ensure that the people in the streets were maintained in spotless condition at all times, day and night. And of course, all the expenses for that mandate came out of our own pockets. We couldn't get muddy, so we could no longer work the fields, and we had no way to make a living. Eventually, the village was completely penniless. We spent every day fighting against starvation. We ate everything we could possibly eat. And when there was finally nothing left, we did what we had to do in order to survive. Even though we were poor, as long as we were together and had a little bit of food on the table, we could tell ourselves that we were happy. But now I have to face the truth. There's no way around it. I've done despicable acts in the name of survival. There's no way I'll ever be happy again.
I'm afraid what you've done can never be forgiven. But you didn't cause this.
I want to thank you for saving that young girl earlier today. It was a very brave act.
Excuse me, what exactly is going on here?
My name is, in fact, Jean de LeBlanc. I'm an Imperial Silver Knight in service to Count Bloomheart, and a member of the Azure Brigade. We're concerned about the future of this region. Its leader is suspect. If you have come from the Yamato Empire to infiltrate this particular region, then you and the Azure Brigade share a common enemy in Duke Fastidius, also known as Oslo el Gustav. They say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Are you willing to join us? Be part of the resistance and overthrow the Duke?
Oh, just look at it. What a beautiful and radiant form. This golden statue will be a lasting tribute from the people he rules to His Majesty's glory.
Yes, sir. It will be placed at the center of the Grand Fountain in the central plaza of the Imperial capital, where everyone can admire it.
Excellent. Now, let us make 4 more of these and place 1 in each of the regions bordering the Imperial territory. You may start procuring the gold at once.
Oh. Sir, if I may offer my humble opinion, producing just one of these golden statues has placed a very heavy burden upon the residents of your domain. I've heard that it's not uncommon for them to eat the flesh of passing travelers, or their own relatives, to stave off starvation. If we were to try and create 4 more statues while they're in that state, then...
Some people would perish. Is that your concern?
Well, yes, sir.
That would be acceptable. Knights prove their loyalty to His Majesty by taking up arms on his behalf. Similarly, among the upper class, the nobles prove their loyalty through proper governance of the lands they oversee. So then you may ask, how is it possible for low-born peasants to prove their loyalty? There can be but one answer. Only through dying for His Majesty. Hopefully this is now clear to you, Oscar. To other business. Have we finally managed to suppress the rebellion that occurred in Findolf?
Sir, once winter has concluded and the path for our army opens up, 100,000 troops are ready to descend upon the town and its inhabitants.
When winter's concluded, is that right? You're telling me Buckwald and Arclight haven't begun to advance yet?
Well, no.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. You're telling me we have allowed those pests to trample over His Imperial Majesty's sacred land? For more than a month? This is unacceptable! The incompetence of my commanders is a disgrace! Do they know how this is going to make me look in the eyes of His Majesty? I'll be banned from the royal court! I am angry beyond reason. It is time to use Heaven's flames.
Danger. There is danger for the 7 heroes. They are going to be under attack very soon. I need your help in order to protect them. Go to them as soon as you can and channel my guidance.
What was that voice? And who are the 7 heroes?
It is time to destroy the pests devouring the lands of Freyagard. They shall all feel the heat of the rage burning inside me!
Help us. Help us. Please. Help us.
Emergency! Emergency! Sending an emergency broadcast to all communication terminals. This is not a drill. We have an imminent emergency. Altitude 6,000 meters, distance 200 kilometers. A flying object is rapidly approaching Dormant from the south-southeast.
Ringo, we received the emergency broadcast, but we don't have a description. What's this flying object?
We can't identify it yet. So far, it looks
From
like...
its angle and trajectory, we have a very good idea of its point of origin, that's for sure. It's from somewhere in the Gustav region.
Wait! From what I can track, this thing is going to land right in the middle of Dormont!
It can only be one thing. Gustav is attacking the city with Heaven's flames. Got it, Ringo?
Leave it to me! Activate the anti-air missiles!
At your command, Ringo! I regret to report the mission was a complete failure!
But why?
I can't be sure, but I suspect it's protected by some kind of magic.
If that turns out to be true, it'll be very difficult to destroy!
Ringo, were there any changes to the object's flight path and predicted landing point after you intercepted it?
Hold on. I'm calculating now. It's been diverted to a residential neighborhood in the southeastern block.
Here's what you need to do. Keep firing missiles so we can deflect it even further from populated areas. The more, the better.
Okay then, I'll do that. But do you really think this will work?
I've spent the last month researching, and I've uncovered a lot about the Heaven's Flames weapon. I suspect this device is closer to a flamethrower than an explosive. That means it has to completely blanket an area to do any real damage. So we need to avoid a direct hit. Fire those missiles!
Got it. Here goes. Bear Rabbit, your assignment is to redirect that object into the ocean outside the city.
There!
てば経つほど慣れてくるものと思っていた。僕は臆病者だ、平気な顔して本当はどこかで恐れている。